Hey, here's Master Fans. We are back today with some more hobby content. This is a Conflux booster box. This one is from the Shards of Alara block. But don't be fooled, it is just the box, unfortunately. And the box contains mystery generic bulk cards that I won at an auction. You guessed it, these are just more bulk, but we might find something interesting. So let's take a look. Furtive Homunculus, Fox, Clue Token, Harvest Hand. Not bad. Transforms into Scrounge Scythe. Okay, so we got an uncommon. It looks like it's not all from the same set. Opaline Unicorn's not bad. Merciless Resolve, Raise Dead. Good old-fashioned Lizard Warrior. Driver of the Dead. Ah, good, a Disenchant. Always fun. Very commonly used card. Alright. Some interesting cards anyway. Each opponent discards 2 cards. That's a fun mill card there. Uncommon with Hexproof. Not bad. Some Monarch aimed cards. Bronze Sable. Divination. Squirrel Nest. That's a fun card. A fog that also gives you some life. Stream of Life Fog. Echoing Boon. Can't say I'm familiar with this card, and I honestly don't know this set. Well, that's an interesting looking card. Core Sky Climber. And Lone Rider here is in a sleeve. Not sure why. Here's an Eldrazi. Birthing Hulk. Alright. And Iona's Blessing. Alright, so the first stack had some uncommons. Last time we were going through one of these sort of bulk boxes, it was almost all common cards, so that's kind of nice. Press for Answers. Got some lands. Just basics, nothing exciting. Stormrider Spirit. Quilled Wolf. Ghostly Wings. Dual Shot. Vampire. Mad Beyond Reason. Rancid Rats. Good for a rat stack. Cult of the Waxing Moon. Alright. Uninvited Guest. Interesting. Skulk Mechanic. Alright, so we got a few uncommons so far. Can't complain about that. Looks like we got some more basic land to start this pile off. Malevolent Whisper is an uncommon. And looks like this is just a checkoff card for double-faced cards from this set. Interesting. Okay. And another Clue Token. Another uncommon. Tenacity. Darklit Gargoyle. Goblin Scout. Homunculus. Worldly Council. Not a bad card. 5-color uncommon. It is mono white, but the ability there, pretty sweet. Enchant green or red creature. Interesting. Different. Alright, we got some pretty common basic lands. Can't ever have too many lands, though. If you're a deck builder like me, having a bunch of extra land is never a bad thing. Oh, Strider Harness. Not a bad piece of equipment there. Not a good one, but not a bad one. Alright. We'll get into the bulk of this here. A lot of these cards haven't seen much handling. I can see there's some in here with a little bit more wear. Let's start with this pile here. It looks like we've got quite a bit of land. I will be a little bit disappointed if this is all basic land. It's looking like that might be the case, which would stand to reason with the very little wear on the cards. This might be from an old bulk land pack. Somebody broke open and shoved in a box. Yep, I see nothing but this Esperzoa. Kind of interesting. Might have some use if you want to bounce artifacts. Another uncommon, though. Again, can't complain about the uncommons. There are some of those that see quite a bit of Commander play. Flesh Former, another one with a 5-color ability. Drag down. Sylvan Bounty. This is kind of an interesting card. High mana cost, but you can land cycle it. I like that basic land cycling. Cycling was always a mechanic I enjoyed. I'm just gonna try and give myself a little more space so you guys can see better. Basic land. Oh, a Kaleidostone. This is a great card. Definitely has some uses. We got a couple of land cycles. Unsummon. Great card. Rocks Meditant. Nice. All right, we got some multiple color cards. This is a neat little card. I can see that having some use. Fusion Elemental. I love these cards with that artifact. You can crack it and pop this out. Get an 8/8 creature on the field. Rupture Spire, always good. Love elves that add lands to your mana pool, or I should say add mana to your mana pool. Love that ability. Armillary Sphere, great card. There's definitely some good stuff in here. Another Fusion Elemental. Has a lot of utility, this card. If you run a 5-color deck, add Caryators, always good. Wandering Goblins. All right. Vectus Agents, another Rupture Spire, really good card. Might of Alara. Cumberstone. Okay. I kind of like that. Might be good in one of those flood you with token creature decks, especially in Commander. Make them all 0/1 tokens. Okay. Not bad, not bad. Got some decent stuff in there. Again, nothing earth-shattering, no major money card draws or anything. We'll go through more of these boxes, but I kind of doubt we're going to run into any beta or anything good from back in the day. But a Hellkite Hatchling, not bad for a dragon deck. Another Cumberstone. Elder Mastery. Not bad. Not bad. That's a pretty nice aura. All right. Minotaur. Another Rocks Meditant. Paragon. Chesian Balm Giver. Interesting. This might be good in some Commander situation. Another Fusion Elemental. Also good on Stable Frontier. Non-basic lands. Don't sleep on them. They're good cards. All right. Not bad for a sacrifice deck. If you're running tokens, that's a pretty decent card, even in Commander. Mana Celix. All right. There we go. I know it's a common, but these artifacts are great in Commander and other decks. So it's not really a high dollar card, but it is very useful. So I'm always happy with something like that. Again, you can't sleep on these common cards. And some of them do carry weight. Well, look at Corset 10 sneaking in here. Okay. You do you, Corset 10. You do you. Be very interested to know how this pile came together. Look at this. It's kind of all over the place now. Kithkin Rabble. All right. Rupture Spire. Suicidal Charge. Court Homunculus. Might of Alara. Another Fusion Elemental. Unstable Frontier again. Zombie Outlander. Kaleidostone, another great artifact to have hanging around. Gosh, these are the worst. I hate these upkeeps. but it is an interesting mechanic. All right, cool. So we got some interesting cards there. Not unhappy with it so far, being that this is only the second box of bulk we're going through. I've found some pretty decent stuff so far. Saproling producing Thalid, always nice. Applications in Commander, of course. I'm sure it's good in other variations of the game. I only am familiar with Commander and the traditional 60 card build. Never did play much Standard, but I did play a lot of Casual, where nothing was off the table. Another Manus Helix, love to see it. Yoke of the Damned, Flesh Former, Magefire Wings, Winged Quaddle. Alright, Flurry of Wings, nice. Not bad. Another Corset 10 bleeding in here. So many rips and packs, I think, back in the day. Obelisk of Grixis. Love these little mana rocks. It's nice to have those in a tricolor. Especially in Commander, they can be very useful. Mana Force Mace. Very cool. 5-color deck, always a good one if you're looking for brute force. Not everybody plays the game to get a combo out. Sometimes it's just fun to have a creature war. And creature wars can be made more fun with equipment, enchantments, and occasionally an overrun or a card like that. All right. Lots of duplicates in here. As expected with bulk. Not expecting to find anything too great. View from Above is a nice little card. But we might come across something, worthwhile. Paragon of Amisha, another one of those. Again, these are probably just bulk from cracked packs. Somebody pulled the rares and the mythics. But commons, uncommons can build many a fantastic deck. And really, these Manus Helixes are fantastic. Those would be ones I would want to keep. I know the rares command, no pun intended, the higher prices, but if you're actually playing the game, Mana Force Mace, not bad. If you're actually playing the game, it is absolutely worth your time to retain some of these commons, some of these bulks. Now, there are folks out there that like to buy their individual cards and build their decks on a spreadsheet. I am not one of those. I am definitely a buy the pack, crack the pack, build your best deck. If it's not the best, whatever. Who cares? It's a game. I like this card. I know it's a high mana cost. It's not the best ability in the world. But, those are the cards that if you're sitting at the table, nobody's really paying attention to you because you're just putting out lands and doing not much. Then you drop a giant creature. Those big group battles I used to have in school, that was one way you could make some big waves late in the group game. And for some reason, remembering this now, it felt like we had a lot of time to play, but I'm pretty sure, at most, we might have had 15 minutes at lunch to get a good size game going. And I can remember more than one we were playing at lunchtime in school, and we couldn't even finish because we ran out of time. Didn't have any decks that wiped the board or took control or anything like that. Lots of duplicates in here. Nothing bad. Rupture Spires are always good. Nothing great, though. Hoping to find something amazing, but again, it's going to be a lot of commons, uncommons. If you ever go out and buy bulk, just know, you're not going to run across a random Black Lotus. You have to be, a little bit of an optimist around commons, and that you're going to find some interesting cards, maybe not high-priced ones. So we'll kind of get the rest of this out of the way. We'll set that stack down and come in partway through. All right, Ember Weaver. Haven't seen that one yet, I don't think. If I have, I probably just skip past it because it's not really worth talking about. The cool part is I think we have most of these sets coming through these cards. So there's definitely some... That's not bad. There's definitely something to be said about having a good chunk of a set. As these cards age, obviously they become harder and harder to find. So when you do come across like a complete set or mostly complete set, there are people out there that just buy up the entire set. They'll buy out, whatever they need to fill it out because they're completionists. The only full set that I know I have for sure is Homelands, because I bought the entire set on eBay. Because I wanted to be one of the few people who is proud to say I own the entire Homeland set. And yes, I did make a Homelands Badmander deck. Someday I'll show it off on the channel here if I get a chance in between all my other hobbies I've got going on. It's terrible. It's never won a game, but it has been a nice conversation starter with some people who are like, why and how and again, why? I don't know. Because it was cheap? Because I wanted an excuse to use Lord of Tressorhorn as my commander? You pick. Lots of duplicates here. Nothing amazing. Nothing really shining out at me. I was hoping to find something creeping through the trash pile here. But again, when you buy a box full of Magic cards, you are not likely to find something that's going to blow you out of the water. You're definitely going to find basic lands, maybe commons and uncommons mixed together. Hopefully you get more uncommons than not, but remember, some of these commons can fetch a penny. Some of the uncommons are worth less than the commons. How that works, I don't know. There's some more basic land. Don't skip too many there. Nothing great. Another Jesse and Balmgiver. Again, a lot of these have utility. They're not the best cards in the world, but I would say don't ever sleep on something like a rotting rats. There's always a rat deck waiting to be made, or some new card will come out that suddenly makes some crappy pile of commons from Kamigawa you have relevant again. Well, we'll end it on an Aven Trailblazer. So, unfortunately, nothing great. Lots of good. And, lots of different colors. Great artwork. But that is our Box O Conflux. I'm going to just venture a guess and say that somebody just used this box like the last time. But if you enjoyed this, hit that subscribe button. If you played this block and have good memories of some of these cards, love to hear it in the comments. And as always, see you next time.